Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Nobu.
And today we are going to be watching Band of Brothers episode 7. So I am feeling a little bit under the weather here, so I apologize for my stuffy-nosed sounding audio. Yeah, so last episode we followed the medic. I'm forgetting what his name is. But that was one of my favorite episodes. It was really heartbreaking, but it was one of my favorite episodes in the show. It was just a very different setup in Baston.
Yeah.
As far as like strategically, and kind of miraculous, honestly, learning a lot more of the facts. But then also I think it was just a very interesting kind of character piece, exploring this like just individual character and even just kind of playing with the idea of a medic. Mm-hmm. Like that's such a wild role in the military, especially in World War II, when you're so vulnerable, and just kind of exploring the kind of person that would do that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see where it gets called the breaking point is this, so I'm assuming that's in reference to the war, but who knows with Band of Brothers. So yeah, I'm excited. As always, Full Length Reaction is going to be up with the Patreon. The next week's reaction, episode 8, is going to be up for early access if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. And let's just get into a Band of Brothers episode 7.
My friends, my men being killed.
I wonder if the breaking point might be mental.
This is.
I feel like you would
refer
refer
to
that,
days
actually.
And you change dramatically.
Those events would come back, and you never forget them.
He's like struggling now, man. This is horrible.
I mean, yeah, how could you not, you know? It's just...
I mean, it's the idea, too, of to survive in the moment, you know, at least some people are going to, like, shove it down. Mm-hmm. In a way that almost is, like, more insidious mentally in the future, you know?
Yeah.
And understandably, right? It's like you're getting fired at. You can't, like, take the time to be like, let me process my trauma or whatever, however you want to call it. Mm-hmm. I really like that they involved those interviews, and they did it in kind of a dramatic way. Like, it's not just... I mean, obviously, it's cool seeing the interviews, but I think they also did it in a very interesting way. And so it is almost like a prologue to every episode, where it kind of gives you like a feel for what's going to happen without really like spoiling anything. I don't know, the application dramatically of like real world interviews, I think, is really well done.
I mean, hopefully Breaking Point also refers to us being able to kind of like...
After holding the line at Bastogne, Easy Company was once again called on to help push the Germans back through the bulge.
Okay, because we did hold Bastogne. Okay.
E Company was sent to clear the Bois-Jacques, the woods near the town of Foy, in preparation for what we all knew would be the eventual assault on Foy itself.
It's interesting that we're doing like narration.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is the guy who wrote the book, you know what I mean? Or something? Or this is just a stylistic difference. A horse?
That was a German, right?
The German officer on horseback was the most dramatic moment of the day.
What the heck? Shoot him. Shoot, dude. There we go. Jeez.
There's a Luger.
Did he finally get his Luger?
Is that the guy?
I think so.
Oh, gosh.
I can't recognize him with a beard.
Thank you. Hubler had been talking about getting a Luger since Normandy. As we dug in, he went from foxhole to foxhole, telling everyone just how he...
Be careful, bro.
He goes right out of the saddle like a sack of potatoes. Outstanding accuracy on my part, if I do say so myself.
What you do?
Which I do. Thanks for the help.
You got it, Shifty.
Hey, look.
Yes.
Can really hear the Wahlberg in his voice. It's Mark Wahlberg's brother.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But they don't, I don't know, I always forget that, but every once in a while you hear it.
He's around.
Could you be a little more specific there, Sergeant?
Not really, sir.
I haven't seen him all day. I didn't see him when we were coming through the woods, and I have to figure out how we ended up. Now, where's Dyke? Where the hell is he? Where the hell does he ever go?
I don't know, but I wish he'd stay the hell there. It'd be nice if he took Lieutenant James with him, too.
Shut up, boys.
Patrol?
No, we would have heard.
One man, maybe a sniper.
There was no rifle.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
C shift.
That could have been just been what's his name shooting his Luger.
It could have been.
Oh, Jesus, it's who? He shot!
Sniper!
No, he shot himself!
With his Luger?
Oh
you
my
idiot, bro.
gosh.
What happened?
What? Dude.
He did what?
Did he stick it in his pants and it like
Probably
went
or
off?
something.
Shit, fuck, I wasn't touching her or nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to do. Yeah, like he's not familiar with the weapon, right?
Where are you hit, Hoop? Hoop, where are you hit? To my leg.
Okay, hold on, hold on.
Stay calm. Come here. Can we get some blankets or something for him? You're gonna be fine. Keep talking to him, Hansen. Keep talking to him.
Listen to me, Hoop, it's okay.
You think it was a German leg, Hoop?
I like how he's trying to get him to talk, you know?
Yeah.
Wrap him up. Hang in there, Hoop.
Come on.
Hey, look. That was a great shot, really.
Get tough, come on. It's not that bad at all.
Stay
Come
with
on.
us, Hoop.
All right?
Stay with
Yo, why is he shivering so much?
Probably he's cold and nervous.
Ah.
Can't see
Yeah,
a
but
thing. We gotta get back to
probably
Wayne's.
bleeding too
All
much.
right, let's get ready to move.
No.
No.
No. Are you serious?
Did they not? They just didn't get to him in time.
I mean, he hit an artery. It's like you said.
Gosh, man. That's
Dude.
so like.
That's horrible.
That sucks, man. That's such an unfortunate.
He was
I mean,
wearing
yeah,
so
and, you
many
know-
clothes we couldn't tell how bad he was bleeding. Yeah, bullet cut the main artery in his leg, sir.
Oh gosh.
Ah, hell, Lip. Yeah.
That sucks,
Wouldn't have made
man.
a difference if you had known. Cut that main artery in the leg. That's it.
Where's Dyke?
You want to see him, sir?
No, I just would have expected to get this kind of news from him.
Yeah, what the frick is he doing?
I was there, sir. Afraid it might as well be me.
Yeah, but where is he though? That's my question.
Yeah.
And it seems like this is happening routinely, right?
Yeah.
Or
Where's
something.
Dyke?
Where's Dyke? There were long stretches where we didn't know where Lieutenant Dyke was.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
At a time. Wouldn't have been so bad if he was just one of the guys in the company. But Lieutenant Dyke was supposed to be leading the company. Moose Heiliger probably would have done a good job, but before we got a chance to find out, he was accidentally shot by a sentry.
Yeah.
Then came Norman Dyke.
And I want tight security around the company CP, Lieutenant James. That understood? All right.
Dyke wasn't a bad leader because he made bad decisions. He was a bad leader because he made no decisions.
And he didn't lead. Like, you gotta be there to lead, bro.
So I will probably be called away regularly. Are there any questions?
Yeah.
At present, as per usual, but I'll clarify that with you at a later time, Lieutenant Compton.
Yes, sir.
What?
What's that mean?
That's bull crap.
All right, I gotta make a call.
What? Like, who are you?
We need a new leader?
We need an actual leader. Dude, I might go back to the guy at training camp over this guy, because at least he was harsh and cruel, but at least he was there.
Sometimes we got the feeling E Company was an annoyance to him. Something unpleasant he had to get through before he could continue his march up the ladder.
Seems like it.
I'm telling you, boys, we're screwed.
If you ask me, I'm glad Lieutenant Dyke's never around.
Hey, you know what? We're doing all right. Even with Foxhole Norman. Jesus Christ. We gotta do all this with a CO who's got his head so far up his fucking ass that lump in his throat is his goddamn nose.
Boys, hey, Lip and collar.
Hey, Sarge.
Hey, Lip.
Hey, Muck. What's the word?
Oh, you know,
There's no word.
around freezing her ass off,
Yeah.
singing Dyke's praises.
Lieutenant Dyke. I wouldn't want to be a replacement officer coming in here. You're getting thrown in with a group of guys who've known each other for what, 2 years?
Good for him, man. To, like, not ragging on him. You know what I mean? I feel like that's almost his duty a little bit.
I mean, that is admirable.
How could anyone really hope to gain the respect of the toughest, most professional, most dedicated sons of bitches in the entire ETO?
Well, he is praising themselves too, so
Good.
That's cool.
If you ask me, a guy'd have to march off to Berlin and come back with Hitler's mustache or something.
That's a good leader right there, even.
Dude, that's so noble, the fact that he's willing to kind of break the mood and defend somebody when, like, he doesn't even really deserve it.
You know what Dyke's problem is, don't you? He's just another one of those arrogant rich jerks from Yale.
Oh, God, another one of those.
Division's not gonna let me replace him just because I got a bad feeling about him. Even if they would, who'd I put in his place? Shams?
Do not ever talk when I'm talking, you got that?
All the time.
Both you little crapheads did not listen to a word I said for that briefing, did you?
I like this directing style. Very different.
God bless him, no one tries harder, but he's not cut out to take men into combat. I'm sure as hell not gonna make him company CO, and I don't even want him as a platoon leader.
What about Compton?
He's the only real choice. Buck's a real combat leader, but you know,
Oh.
I want Easy Company to have at least one experienced platoon leader.
Yeah, and Compton has some issues, man. I don't.
Trouble is, it's not your job anymore, Dick. You gotta find somebody.
But to be honest, Buck wasn't the same soldier he'd been before he got shot in Holland.
Yeah.
He was more serious somehow.
This guy used to hang at the front of Delancey's and just stare at people.
Yeah, I know who Crazy Joe McCluskey is. The hell's that got to do with anything, babe?
And Buck kind of reminds me of him now.
Wait, what are you saying? He's nuts? Because Crazy Joe McCluskey was fucking nuts. Joe.
No, I'm not saying he's nuts. I'm just saying...
What? What are you saying?
He's getting there.
Yeah, he's a little broken.
I mean, he kind of
man.
is a little bit.
He's all wound up like a spring.
That's actually the perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
When getting shot that got him, it was being in that hospital. I've been there, okay? It ain't pretty.
That's true. I never thought about that, actually.
Like seeing all
the
stuff,
horror of
yeah.
just being around death like that. More at the hospital than even in war, maybe sometimes.
I'm serious.
Sure thing, Buck. Nothing stupid. We got it, right? We got it.
All right.
Can you get any more stupid than that?
Probably not.
Right. I swam across the Niagara once.
Okay, you won.
On a bet.
What, in a barrel?
No.
How much money did you make?
I swam across the river.
I don't know.
10 miles
They're
up
like,
from the falls.
he was that guy.
I tell you, that current is damn strong.
Oh, yeah.
Must have carried me at least. My mom, my sister Ruth, they gave me all kinds of hell.
Well,
Fat Muck.
Understandable.
Sweet fate.
I like how everybody kind of knows their
Well, they had a point.
town, like the history
Yeah,
and
where
stuff
they're
now
from.
because they've been all hanging out for this
Yeah.
long.
That the Luger?
Yes, it is.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know yet.
Where you from, Lipton? Where'd you grow up?
Huntington, West Virginia.
Huntington?
Yes, sir.
I don't know it. What kind of work did you do there?
My brother and I helped my mom run a boarding house. He was killed when I was 10, sir. Automobile accident.
That's sad.
He's such a strange guy, like in a really realistic way.
Yeah.
I read an article about paratroopers in Life magazine. Talked about the training, how hard it was. Said if you want to make it as a paratrooper, you had to be the best.
You miss it?
Miss what?
Huntington.
Honestly, sir, I try not to think about it that much.
Yeah, you can't just to function.
Where are you from, sir?
What the heck?
It was very interesting that his response to "I want to fight with the best" was like, "Do you miss it?"
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, wouldn't you be like, I don't know.
No, I can't help you with that. But division has decided to pluck one officer from each regiment that served in the heroic defense of Bastogne, send it back to the States on a
Oh, I guess we gotta send Dyke. He was just so heroic.
Yeah, he'll be dying.
That's fantastic, Lou. Good for you.
Thank you.
How in the world does your leaving help me?
Doesn't.
Yeah. Unless
I've already seen the States. I grew up there. That's why I came to Europe. Just wish they told me there was a war on. Anyway, the point.
Writing, dude.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Peacock. I can't think of anybody who deserves this more.
Thanks.
Yeah,
we tried. Really glad that you're going home.
Best news I've heard in weeks.
Yeah.
Hell of a guy.
Hell of a guy.
Wait, why did they have him go? I'm confused.
maybe they're gonna promote.
Hooray! Hip hip hooray!
If they come by here, y'all remember to smile for the camera. Got to keep the morale up for them folks back home.
Why?
Damned if I know.
At least one company from the 10th Panzer Grenadiers dug in along here. They've also got at least 188, although we haven't been able to spot it yet.
How do I feel about being rescued by Patton?
Well, I feel pretty peachy about it if it wasn't for one thing. We didn't need to be fucking rescued by Got that?
Joe, excuse us for a moment. You don't have to do that. Get yourself back to the aid station. Heal up.
I'd really like to head back with the fellas, sir.
Dang, man.
All right, then go.
Thank you, sir.
Dang.
Well, once again, I wonder if it's the aid station that's the problem, or him wanting to be back. You know what I mean? Like, it might just be so horrible.
I mean, it could be a combination of both. I feel like one of the biggest things, right, is that regret of like almost leaving your second family. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fellas, look who I found.
Hey, Joe Toy,
Hey, Rick,
back
how
from
are
Mars.
How are you, Joe?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
It's Webb. Replacement.
Really? Thought of some guy I've known for 2 years and I forgot his face.
New Year's Eve gift from the Luftwaffe.
Jesus.
A lot of you guys been injured?
It's called wounded, Peanut. Injured's when you fall out of a tree or something.
He landed on broken glass in Normandy and got peppered by a potato masher in Holland.
You'll find out, son.
The bull
Wait, one of those was he got injured by your standards.
was here. Has never been hit. You're one lucky bastard.
Takes one to know one, Script.
Consider us blessed. A lead guy, a skinny little guy, one chunk in the face, another chunk almost took out his nuts.
A few men remained in the Boisjak attached to D Company to hold the main line of resistance.
Michael Fassbender.
Good luck, ladies.
Do I know him from anything? I feel like I
Magneto,
recognize him.
yeah. Young Magneto.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, they just got all the young guys and...
Lieutenant Ronald Spears was one of the platoon leaders in D Company. He was already a legend.
Stories about Spears
Oh, that's
are probably
right.
all bullshit anyway.
What stories?
This is like the hardcore lieutenant.
What stories?
Well, supposedly Spears shot one of his own men for being drunk.
You're kidding. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, but the rumors are probably getting out of
They
hand.
build,
you know?
yeah.
Cigarettes to 20 German POWs before killing them.
He shot
Well.
20 POWs?
We know
Well,
that.
actually, I heard it was more like 30.
Christensen.
Goodness.
Lieutenant Spears.
I got the name right, didn't I, Christensen?
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good work. While you're at it, you might want to reinforce your cover.
Oh, well, actually, sir, Lieutenant Dykes are not even to bother. They're only going to be a 1 day.
Okay, but
Lieutenant Dyke said that, huh?
Dyke, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to Dyke.
Yeah, I'd listen to Spears over Dyke.
Carry on.
Look, I know we're all scared of him, but look, who would you
Oh,
rather
anyone
run into
care to
battle?
smoke?
Yeah.
I know that's really.
Oh, what the heck?
Did he hear him?
You?
Yeah, I don't know. That seemed a
I
little...
mean, he's got to know, right? You got to know that there are people talking about you at a certain point.
Yeah, but the way he kind of said that, like, I don't know. I mean, he might have just been whatever, or he was messing with them.
Those 1st Battalion fuckers took a dump in my foxhole!
Oh,
Think they
gosh.
shit in everyone's foxhole, Joe. I don't think they wanted to spend much time above ground.
Well, yeah, I mean, when above ground is this. Oh, shoot. We're already there.
Oh, it looks like the crowds have been pounding this area. Pretty big stuff.
You gotta be careful, too.
I'd say they got this whole stretch of the line targeted.
For what? For us to
Us.
reoccupy the position.
Maybe we should fall back to a different location, dig in.
No, it's our job to hold the line.
Sergeant Lipton's right. We're gonna strengthen our covers and we're gonna hang in. We're not gonna fall back.
Dang.
Right, Lieutenant?
Hmm?
Right, Lieutenant?
Fine. You will take care of it. I gotta go talk to Regiment.
What are you talking about?
This is so ridiculous, bro.
Better get moving. Yeah.
He's like an absent father on the battlefield. Like, this is like, it's almost cartoonish. If I didn't know this was at least somewhat based off of real accounts.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
What are we reinforcing? I guess we have wood and stuff.
Yeah, just for the
Shrapnel.
probably shrapnel
Yeah.
and any gunfire, right? But still, it's like,
No, dude, I mean, that'll help a lot.
I mean, it looks like they were hitting this place pretty hard. Uh-oh.
Did they see us, or did they just resume it?
Man, they could have seen us, right? I mean, we have so many people.
Shoot. Oh my gosh. How were they not getting hit? How were you not getting hit, bro? That's insane. Hey, watch out just for the splinters, bro. One of those splinters goes in your face. Oh!
That's fine. He was in a hole.
Yeah, he actually might be okay with that. Oh, gosh. Is he gone?
It looks like it landed in front of him.
How are we not closer to cover?
I love to blow up dirt clouds and pop bottles and the like. Look forward to it all year long. When I saw that terrifying display of firepower I'd ever seen in my life. Of course, I wouldn't have been laughing if I'd known what happened to Joe Toy.
Oh, no. What happened to Joe Toy? Dang. He went back in combat just to get killed.
That's so unfortunate. He might have got hit by a lot of shrapnel.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He probably lost his legs.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's rough.
That's horrible.
Maybe we should see if anybody's hit. Malog, that's what they want. Crowds will try to draw us out in the open.
But, well, I guess nobody knows about Joe. And he's not yelling, whether on purpose or not.
Come on, find the foxhole, come on! I gotta get up.
Oh, gosh.
I gotta get up.
At least it's only one leg, but that's gonna bleed out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
There's
think
no
he's gonna
way.
make it.
I need my helmet.
You hear that? Is that Joe?
Stay in your foxholes!
Help! Help! Anyone there?
I ain't gonna get up. I ain't gonna get up.
Come on, Joe. Come on, buddy.
Dude, their ability to stay calm in that.
Yeah.
He's getting for me.
You ain't going anywhere. You're all right.
Oh, I gotta get my helmet.
Forget it.
I gotta get my helmet.
Forget it, Joe. I got you. Come on, Joe. I got you.
Where can we take
Come on,
him?
Joe.
Tie off the leg and try and get him to an aid station, maybe, eventually.
Ah, gee. Think I overdid it on a cover for my foxhole?
Incoming!
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. I mean, of course. It felt too long, honestly.
How are we supposed to hold this line? Like, this is insane.
I don't know.
I feel like you just walked into a bad area.
Come on! Move!
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Get him to a foxhole. Get him to...
Oh, he's going? Oh no.
Oh no! Who got hit?
I think, didn't both of them get hit?
Jeez. No, are you kidding me? They both got hit?
No.
What? I did not... Garnier's dead?
stay down! First Sergeant Lipton?
Oh my gosh.
Organized here. I'm gonna go for help.
Help from who?
Lip, where the fuck's he going? I don't know.
Screw it.
Listen, get
Yeah,
the
doesn't
battalion
matter.
on line.
Screw
Tell
it.
them to notify BAS. Planes up.
I think Lip is
Yeah, take
suited
charge.
for this.
Stay ready! Stay ready! Those stupid sons of bitches might be trying to come through! You okay, one love?
Dennis just
Sergeant! How you doing, Popeye?
out of it.
100% ready, Q,
Yeah, man. And we lost 2 of our like guys.
Last 3
man.
practically. Oh, he's still alive?
Okay, wait, his leg is still there.
I did not expect that he would even be alive.
Bill, you going first.
Whatever you say, Doc. Whatever you say.
Over
It's because he's got a chance, I feel like.
Hey, Lip. Ain't got old Garnier this time.
Luz, how's Buck?
He's fine.
You sure?
Is he?
Yes, he's fine. You should probably go talk to him now, huh?
He doesn't seem fine.
Yeah, that's not fine.
But I know something happened to him when he saw Toy and Garnier on the ground. Buck was a great combat leader. He was wounded in Normandy and again in Holland. He received the Silver Star for his part in taking out those German guns on D-Day. He took everything the Krauts could throw at him time and again.
I'm sure you're teaching all of your young soldiers the joy you have of the sport. Gosh, how we all know what an exciting young man you are, and how your heart and love.
I guess he just couldn't take seeing his friends Toy and Garnier all torn up like that.
Hey, Bull.
That's horrible.
Mock. Yes, Sergeant.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Dyke. We were stuck with Dyke.
He's over there.
And he was off taking a walk.
Of course he was. I mean, at what point? I feel at any point, I feel like everyone's gonna resent him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually, it's just too much.
We'd cleared the woods east of Foy. So a few days later, E Company and the rest of the 506 cleared the woods west of Foy. There was little resistance.
So you know who comes running up to Lipton. He's got no helmet, no gear, no nothing. First Sergeant Lipton, you organize things here, and I'm gonna go for help. I need to go.
And he's not even.
I mean, he's 100% right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Like he's not exaggerating at all. That's
No,
literally
not at all.
what we saw.
Exactly what happened.
That's crazy.
Things. First, great impression of Dyke.
It was.
I thought it was a little low.
Nah, you got it pretty good.
That was a little off, but it was pretty good.
Don't do it anymore. Especially the part about what he said to me. Doesn't do anybody any good, okay?
Yeah.
It's not. Don't think about it for Dyke. Think about it for the men.
Wise ass.
Oh gosh.
Dang, that hit like 3 people or something.
Jeez, it's the trees, man. Even if they don't hit him with the shell, don't die. Please don't die, bro. Luz, please.
Oh, who are we gonna be left with? Like,
oh my gosh. He doesn't even have a helmet. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Jeez. Jeez. How are we supposed to hold? How does this make any strategic sense?
we're losing a lot of guys, it feels.
We're losing everybody. He's got a piece of wood in his shoulder. Oh my, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But you didn't smoke.
I don't.
Uh-huh.
The shell that hit the foxhole Luz and I were in was a dud.
That's insane.
The one that hit Muck and Pinkala's foxhole wasn't. That's just the way it was. Their death hit Malarkey the hardest. Malarkey's best friends in the company had been Compton, Muck, and Pinkala.
Oh gosh.
What's the word?
Roll them in on the line room, Key.
Birdie's just been resupplied. We're in good shape.
Okay, we'll just hunker down. We might get some relief soon.
Okay, he actually is the only guy left now.
Later that day, we were back in our old position overlooking Foy. We were all worried about Malarkey. I always knew the E Company men who trained at Dakota wouldn't get through the war unscathed, but now I was beginning to wonder if any of us were going to make it through at all.
Jeez.
E Company would lead the attacks. The problem was, at least in my estimation, E Company still did not have a leader.
You were the leader, bro. That's the thing.
The night before the attack, I did something as first sergeant I would never have imagined myself doing.
We've been watching Foy all day, sir. Not much activity.
Want a coffee?
No, thank you, sir.
How's Easy's status?
The men are good, sir. They're prepared. They're probably the weakest after losing Toy and Garnier and Muck and Pancala.
Jeez.
But all in all, I have every confidence in the men, sir.
Good.
But on the other hand, I have no confidence in our CO, sir.
Oh.
Lieutenant Dyke is an empty uniform, Captain. But tomorrow's going to be the real deal.
Yeah, we saw him under pressure.
Yeah.
He's going to have to make decisions, sir, and I got to tell you, sir, I think he's going to get a lot of Easy Company men killed.
Shh. Look, Winters has the control.
I said what I had to say. There was nothing Winters could do. He couldn't very well remove a company CO, especially a well-connected one, because of the misgivings of a company first sergeant.
I've set up 2 sections of light machine guns at either end here. They'll give you covering fire.
You just gotta work with him as best as you can.
That should cause distraction. D Company will be in reserve, but we shouldn't need them. The point is, you gotta move in there fast. Clear?
Clear.
I'm relying on you. Get it done.
I like seeing these people have to work within the confines of duty and morality and just everything.
Yeah.
Bro, don't even freaking yawn. Don't give me that. Gosh. I can't tell if it's going well. I feel like it's not.
I mean, it looks like so far we're doing the same thing that Winters was telling us.
We'll see if he doesn't pull in D Company.
Wait a minute, where's Foley?
What do you mean, where's Foley?
He got. Where the hell's first platoon?
They're taking out a bunch of Germans.
No, hold up. No.
Oh, gosh, people are gonna die.
On the radio. Get out of there! Move!
So I think we should take cover.
Find some cover!
No, dude.
Bro, we stopped in the middle of a free battlefield?
She ran standby for the 6. Foley! Foley, you get back here where I can see you! God damn it! Martin! Come on, soldier, we're late! With you, sir!
Oh, no.
Fall back!
Fall back?
What?
What are you doing? That's even more vulnerable.
Go forward! Herron, on me! Move back! Pull back!
What?
On my ass! Hold fast, 2nd platoon!
Yeah, 1st platoon's just doing their own thing.
Fire! Okay, Foley! Foley! You take your men on a flanking mission around the village and attack it from the rear!
Around the whole village?
You want our platoon to go around and attack the village by itself? We will provide suppressing fire!
What is wrong with you?
We will provide suppressing fire!
Bro, 1st platoon's dead. How are you supposed to go around the whole village?
Forward!
I believe to Captain Winters, sir. We're gonna flanking run around the back of the village, and we attack from the rear.
Ramirez, 2 guys, take them, go!
Jeez.
Dude, what?
Alright, well look, oh gosh, they're right there.
It's a little late.
Shoot.
What are you talking about? Dude,
This is an absolute mess.
They shot me in my ass, boys! Stay down! We have to keep moving! Keep moving!
Freaking Winters.
Captain Myers! God damn it, you do not go! Tell the battalion commander, now get back here!
I'll get
I understand your attachment to Easy Company, but
Spears, get yourself over here! Get out there and release
Yeah,
Dyke and take that
yeah.
attack on
Please, Spears, do something. But yeah, but he has to because now we're compensating for all this bull crap.
Let's go, kid.
Now he's freaking.
See, that's what I said. Who would you rather go to battle with? Spears?
Exactly.
Sir, most of the company is spread out here. First platoon tried an end around, but they're stretched out. They're pinned down by a sniper.
All right, I want mortars and grenade launchers on that building till it's gone. When it's gone, I want first to go straight in. Forget going around. Everybody else follow me.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Bro, and he freaking leads. Dang.
That was perfect.
That's quick.
We gotta get that.
Dude, he's right there.
That 88 gun. If we can get on it though, they're screwed.
You just gotta charge. You're gonna lose bed, but you gotta charge.
Yeah, because we can't
That's
get hit
what.
by
That's
that.
what the other lieutenant didn't understand. It's like, look, this is a crazy mission. I'll give you that, but we gotta keep moving. The way he runs, like he's not even ducking. What the heck? Are you kidding me?
At first, the Germans didn't shoot at him. I think they couldn't quite believe what they were seeing.
What?
Really astounding thing. The astounding thing was that after he hooked up with I Company, he came back.
That's insane.
That is insane. Oh my gosh. Bro, that man better have gotten like a medal, like 100 medals for that.
Dude, the marathon runner.
Dude, the way he runs and he's not even like ducking.
Yeah, he's just running. Like, he's just taking his Saturday jog. Dude, no one could believe it. Even the enemy. They were like, what?
Over 100 German prisoners. After that, it was mostly clean.
I like how that's what they're showing. What?
What? Oh, dang.
Second floor, building on the right. Don't miss, Shifty.
Hey, he's supposed to be a good shot.
Nice.
Dang. Dude, crazy for what is this? Is this lip? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Dude,
for running,
yeah.
man.
I spent part of that night trying to come up with a roster for the company to see who we had left. We'd come into Belgium with 121 men and officers plus 24 replacements. That's 145 total. We were going out with 60.
Jeez. Jeez, that's horrible.
Joe Toy had lost his leg. Among the dead were Herron, Mellon,
That's kind of a cool way to put it.
Kenneth Webb, Harold Webb, Alex Pankala, and Skip Muck. Our month in Belgium cost us one good officer, Buck Compton, and one bad one, Norman Dyke.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was killed in action.
Or he went back. Regardless.
That's true. That's true. You're right. Could be either.
You want to ask me, don't you?
Ask you what, sir?
You want to know if they're true or not, the stories about me.
Yeah, all over.
So was that Spears talking the whole
Yeah.
time? That's crazy.
Like that, everyone says they heard it from someone who was there. And then when you ask that person, they say they heard it from someone who was there. It's nothing new, really. I bet if you went back 2,000 years, you'd hear a couple of centurions standing around him yakking about how Tertius...
Well, maybe they kept talking about it because they never heard Tertius deny it. These men aren't really concerned about the stories. They're just glad to have you as our CO.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, from what I've heard, they've always had one. I've been told there's always been one man they could count on.
I wonder who that could be.
Shh.
Every day kept the spirits up, kept the men focused, gave them direction. All the things a good combat leader does.
I think he's happy to have a good combat leader because he's had to do it.
You don't have any idea who I'm talking about, do you?
No, sir.
Hell, it was you, First Sergeant. Ever since Winter's May Battalion, you've been the leader of Easy Company. And you're not going to be First Sergeant much longer, First Sergeant.
Sir?
He's getting promoted?
Yeah, he better be.
Winter's put in for Battlefield Commission and Sync approved on your behalf. You should get the official nod in a few days.
Yeah. What'd you think?
That was a rough one.
That was a rough one.
That was a really rough one.
And I didn't really expect it, to be honest. Kind of came out of nowhere.
It's tough. We lost a lot of people.
We did.
And the whole episode felt like we were just losing.
It felt really pointless.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, I feel like, obviously, is at least the dramatic purpose and how you would feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I mean, I thought there were some really interesting questions in there about like leadership and what it means to be a leader and what that looks like, even in kind of like less dramatic ways. Like I feel like something that you just don't see very often, except in the military anymore anyway, is that idea of like, look, it doesn't matter whether this guy deserves this thing or not. You have to go along. Like, and with that lieutenant, it's like, it doesn't matter whether you want to crap on him. And he is a bad commanding officer, because he is. And he's a bad commanding, like, he's some of the worst kind of bad because you're in battle. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, he's a bad boss and like, he makes me work an extra hour. It's like, oh, he has men killed because of the mistakes he makes.
Yeah.
And even in the face of that, you have somebody being like, don't talk like that. Like, we can't. Like, don't talk like that. And I just think that's such an admirable thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like lost. I don't know. That sounds very like old-timey of me to be like, that's lost in the present day. I mean, in myself too. It's not something I'm perfect at either, but.
Well, yeah, because I mean, but especially I feel like it's related to like something as serious as like war or something like that.
Yeah.
Just because of the importance of hierarchy and chain of command and things like that, right? To even though like in this instance, their leader may not have been the greatest, there are rules put in place in order to keep order, and in the end, the people who essentially like are the most organized and the most efficient due to those rules will be the last one standing, right?
Yeah. And
so because of that, unfortunately, humans are not perfect.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going to get, a bad leader, which happened in this case. But I do like that, just because the men felt a certain way or whatever, you couldn't allow for anything, any sort of like, disobedience or whatever, until it got to that point, that breaking point, essentially.
Well, and it's like, and I think that's interesting as applies to society a little bit. It's like, look, of course you're right. It's like wars is unique in a certain sense, but at the same time, it's like, look, without order, a lot of people suffer. Like society, whether in whatever country you're in, if you just look at it in the most like basic way, if you're talking about like a family, or in a much larger way, if you're talking about a country or something like that, right? It's all based around order and respect and people having roles, and whether they fulfill those roles perfectly or not, which chances are, like you're saying, humans are imperfect. They won't. There is something to be said about maintaining that order, because without it, everyone suffers more. And I think that sometimes it's easy to forget that when you're the one immediately suffering.
Yeah, that is true.
Obviously, there are exceptions. Just like in this, there's a breaking point. But I think that's just an interesting thought as pertains to, I guess, the present.
Yeah, I mean, then again, there is a balance, right? And there are new things to be learned, especially, because just because, something was a certain way, in the past or whatnot, doesn't necessarily mean it can't be improved upon and stuff like that. And I think that,
but I think the basic principle.
Yeah, the basic principle, I say for sure. But I think that applies mainly to war, because let's say you had a leader like that in, you know, let's say it was like your boss or something like that. I feel like, you know, talking behind someone's back or something like that is not nearly as of an issue or something like that.
No, I don't think it's.
And, you know, complaining about them, or I think it's actually
perfect,
necessary.
though.
You know what I'm saying? At times, because
well, even here, there's a balance, right? Like he like pulled the guy aside and was like, "That was funny. It was a good impression, but don't do it."
Yeah. But I like, for me at least personally, I could see like, you know, that would not be. I don't know. I just think that like, it doesn't matter that much in certain cases, in most cases actually, because like, you know, especially if it's not. If it's not like life and death situation, I feel like that actually may help in certain cases, just because it gathers attention for someone who's not suited to be in a certain position. Now, obviously, you know, if it's a small thing or whatever, I can see that, you know, not really being a good thing. But in the case of someone like as bad as, you know, what was his name?
I forget.
Anyway, as bad as their CO, Dyke.
Yeah.
I think you need a little pushback there, because like at that point, if you're not saying anything, you might be causing actually more damage for everyone else.
Of course,
by not replacing him. You know,
look, of course, they're trying to work within the system they have. I'm not saying that, but I do think, at least maybe I disagree there, is that I do think there is value in that, because what you're saying is you're not saying like, I love Dyke, he's my favorite CO of all time. You're saying, look, I get it, and this is horrible, but if this thing is going to work, we have to respect our CO. Even if it's not Dyke, whoever it is, insert that person. Because it can't be about how charismatic or likable they are. There has to be some respect for the structure itself, or it will fall apart.
There can be some...
Obviously, the way that's tested in war is much, much more obvious and much higher stress than as pertains to real life. But I think you could find similar parallels when it comes to law enforcement or different things there. I don't know. It's just look, we need rules to maintain society. And if you're not careful, your derision for a person fulfilling that role corrodes your respect for that role. And with that, the structure of the thing starts to fall apart.
Yeah, I can see a part of that. Yeah, I can see a part of that being true.
So I don't know. That's just kind of interesting.
It is an interesting thing to talk about. Yeah, and it sucks that we lost like a lot of our original
people. Yeah,
Easy Company people. Like, I was so surprised. Like, what's his name? Garnier.
Yeah.
Garnier.
Yeah.
They always called him freaking gonorrhea or whatever.
Yeah.
So. But I was surprised when he got hit.
Yeah, I mean he's still alive, but
yeah, but it's just
I was so surprised.
It was so. You're at least in the back of your head, you're just hoping that like that one familiar face, you know, is gonna be like there the entire time, and it's like, no, I guess not.
And most of the main guys got hit.
Yeah, Toy got hit. Freaking
like, and I don't remember all their names, but like I can tell you that I recognize like hardly any of the faces anymore. Whereas before you could be like, oh, that guy and that guy and that guy.
Yeah, I don't. It's really hard to keep track of everybody, but
yeah,
I remember especially those three, and there's one other person. But I feel like, yeah, it just feels, even though we at the end of the day, you know, captured the town, it's like, I don't know, it feels like we lost, you know, or something like that. At least for me as a viewer, just because it's almost like I don't have any super strong connections to a lot of these people. You know?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was a really well done episode. I liked the the monologue in the background. I liked the directing style.
That was cool.
I don't know why exactly they changed, or if that's the guy that wrote the book, but regardless, I liked the change of it. It almost makes, it's not so different that the episodes aren't coherent, but it makes each episode kind of like its own story nugget, and I really like that.
Yeah, and I like that it ended up being Spears.
Yep.
Like, because that was the way that it was narrated. It didn't feel like Spears, but
wait, no, it wasn't Spears. It was.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was Luz.
Oh, was it Luz?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought Les was Spears for some reason. I was like, what the heck?
No. It was Spears. It was Les.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then that changes things.
But even the thing with Spears, like I think that's an interesting thought too, and that is the like I haven't talked to like a bunch of veterans or anything like that, but having talked to a few people, the idea of like the real like struggle coming back from war, besides obviously seeing people die and stuff, is that humans adapt, man, and so you've been trained to adapt to war, and you can't just turn that off. But in war, that's useful, and it's almost like somebody like Spears. It's like, look, I don't know if he's a perfect guy in his life or if he killed some people and did some moral things, but hell, he's a great fighter.
Yeah,
and like when you're going to war, that is the person you want next to you.
Yeah,
and does that reflect on him personally? Maybe a little bit. Also, it just might be like some psychology and personality. I'm sure it is. But I just think that's an interesting thing to think about, too, where it's like the guy that you're best friends with at the barbecue, who's the best guy, may not be cut out for war. He may be more like Lieutenant Dyke and not as much like Spears.
Yeah, and Lieutenant Dyke wasn't a horrible person.
No, and like maybe Lieutenant Dyke's great at home. Maybe he's a great dad. I don't know. But in war, he's not fit for that.
Yeah. And Spears might be a really bad person back at home, but he saved necessary in this case.
Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting exploration.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So yeah, as I was Full Length Reaction is going to be up on the Patreon. The next week's reaction, episode 8, is going to be up for early access if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.